we can start some setup now. This is going to be the back of the winch. Our controller box is going to sit this way with the wires coming down behind it. And it should go like this. So we need to route all our wires over to that where they belong. It's a size 13. And just trying to figure out how you want to route them. You're looking at the rear of the winch. It's going to sit like this with a 3mm Allen. Let's go ahead and get the retainer bolts off. So, putting it over the top didn't seem to want to work. There is another option for it to go here. And I think that's what we're going to go with. Looks like we need a screwdriver. And we can take off this thing. I don't know if you can see me over there. Let's see. Yep, you can. So I'm back. We'll take off the mount that goes over the top, and we're going to trade it out for a side mount. Alright, instructions say this little lip goes to the inside. And just snug these down, they don't need to be super tight. What the heck is going on here? Well, this is interesting. See if I can get a close-up for you. So, when I put in this side, it pushes the box away. It's threading, so I'm just going to run with it, and hopefully the inside of it is sealed like it says it's supposed to be. Set the bracket, and we'll keep the bar on the inside. It's bugging me. It's like something's not lining up right on the inside. Ugh. What's going on, guys? Why is this not cooperating? Is it really that big of a deal? Probably not. Let's take a look. It's bugging me. Might as well see if it's sealed on the inside anyways, since we're here. Well, let's see. The inside looks pretty nice and sealed up. I'm actually pretty surprised about that. The only issue I see rubbing is right here, so my option is I could put a couple washers on this side just so that bolt doesn't tighten down so much. It's not actually supposed to line up with a hole or anything in here. So, but look at that, completely sealed. I'm actually really surprised how nice this is inside. So I'm just going to add a couple washers so that clamps down nice and smooth, and we'll continue from there. So I'm back with a couple washers. I'm going to loosen all these up. Might as well just get them out of the way. Reinstall the cover. Alright, so now the cover plate cover's back on. Let's go ahead and get these with some small washers. Since I now know it's completely sealed inside and the cover is just a cover, it's not the end of the world if it distorts it a little bit, but these washers should help space it out so it's not pressing on the controller hookup. Yep, moved it just a tiny bit still, but it's acceptable. Okie dokie. Pinocchio. Alright, back to work. Now we just need to find, I'm guessing we use the same two Allen screws. And they get threaded that way? How nice. How are you supposed to do that? Well, that's interesting. Yeah, my Allen wrench isn't that long. What the heck? Oh, it says to bend it? How can you bend it? Yeah, with a half a mile extension. Okay, let's go look for some tools. So, I got a 3mm socket that has the proper size with extension and changer. Let's put all the stuff together and see if we can get to work. Thanks, Smitty Bill. Okay, those aren't even the right size bolts. So I guess I tried to overcomplicate it. It is just a screw. So you just needed a long screwdriver. Yep, turns out it was in the bag of hardware. Thanks, Smitty Bill. Figured it out. So I started one bolt, went to the other one, gonna get it good and snug. Then go to the other side. Snug it down. Right, getting somewhere. What's next? Probably got to figure out what we're going to do with these wires. Wonder if we could route them down like that and they'll be out of the way. I think so. Ish, maybe. So, flat washer, lock washer, bolt, D to D. Don't ever go D to D. D to D, D to D. And just snug them. Get your nice little covers over them. Sweet. One down. And then we have C. C, senor. And that's about the extent of my Spanish, by the way. I can ask where the bathroom is. That's a little bit of an inside joke. Because when I drink coffee, I always gotta pee. Alright, we got C to C. I'm going to take this power line and I want it to be on the outside of everything. And then we have B, which I'm going to route that way, maybe? Yeah, I hope it all sit nice like that. So let's get B on. Get our fancy little covers on. think that's as nice as that's going to sit. This is the little ground cable. Yeah, I think that'll work. Yep, should have did A before I did B, huh? Alright. Grab a 13 wrench. Help if I put my tools back sometimes. The 13 would be where it's supposed to be. Yeah, right in front of us the whole time. You just disconnect the battery. Alright. That looks acceptable. Here comes Mama.
You videotaping?
I'm always videotaping, except when I'm not. What's going on? Alright, since I like doing things twice, let's go back over here to this nice A. Pop it loose. Why the heck is it taking my whole wire with it? Oh, I see. Darn it. Please hold. And I got a little too aggressive with this tightening down, so I need to hold the lower bolt. And yeah, for forgetting things. Damn it. I mean, darn it. Okie dokie. Maybe I can get some vice grips on it. Now, winner, winner. Chicken dinner. What's the lesson here? I don't know. Read your instructions. That doesn't seem very fun, does it? Don't forget obvious things. Where the heck did that go? Really? Well, that's fun. Did it fall out? Where the heck did it go? Yeah, it's gonna live in there. It's found a new home. And there goes the house vacuum. Way to give me a heart attack, Mom. We'll continue in a minute. So now we got the ground cable on and the grounding for the control box. Stick that on. Let's not lose another washer down the side. Get our bolt on. Jeez. And then start tightening this guy down. And then it's going to rotate because the stud loosened up. And I think that is ready to go on to the bumper now. Well, that's kind of nifty. Came with a wire holder. For the next bit of fun, we grab some bolts, some square bolts. Okay, are you done? No. Alright, let me look. Let's get some square bolts. And then 4 washers. Let's see. And then 4 lock washers. The bolts slide in here. Ah, got some farting gloves. Alright, let's go back to work. Alright, alright, alright. So, let's very carefully pick this guy up. And, well, that's good. I'm glad it fits. Wasn't too sure about that. Bolt, crush washer. Damn it, there. Can't say that. Gonna have to beep that out. Alright. Let's get it snug down. Size 16. This bumper's been pretty darn amazing. As much as I put it through, I'm not kind to my Jeep. I run it into rocks and mountainsides and push boulders out of the way. And it's been holding up pretty darn good. It's even survived a rollover. Saved my radiator for a while. Then it ended up failing anyways, like a year later after the rollover. But yep, the bull bar did its job. And protected that radiator for me. After the vehicle was recovered, I was actually able to drive it home. If you look on my videos, I got a couple different versions. The one I put the most time into was the day of the rollover, and you could see the video, actually, the dash cam video of when I rolled it. Just another day. Doubt's not. I'm just going good and tight with these bolts. Couple uggas. Well, that beast of a bumper was super heavy. Mom came down and helped me lift it up. Couldn't manage it by myself. The dang thing was so heavy. Oh, let's see. I just have a couple bolts on it so it doesn't fall off right now. And then I dropped one down inside. I got to recover. And then when I'll get it bolted on, then we can get it wired up and go from there. So let's try to get these bolts on. There's not a lot of room down in here. Thought it was tight before. Now my hand doesn't even fit. Then the outside gets the bolts. Try not to cross thread them. And then go ahead and do the same on the other side. Now we can try to figure out how we're going to run this wire. I think I go over the top of the frame rail. So I go under back here and route it up. I think it's out of the way more. Come on. Little cooperation's all it takes sometimes. Or not. We'll just have lights following me. There we go. You're gonna have to hold on, Mike. Making a video. Now remember, guys, never said it was a good video. Just said I'm making a video. Let's get this power line ready to run up. I like this. They did a new coating on this compared to the last generation I had, where it just had the plastic stuff that I used before in the past. I don't know where my example went, but just like this stuff up here. This feels really good. Seems like a nice improvement over what was there before. And move all this stuff from my lights and my blinkers and my halos. Keep feeding this line up. And this is our hot line. Little bit of slack in it because body's going to move slightly different from the frame. Keep bringing it up. Yep, I'm happy with that. Then we might take my wires and try to zip tie them up here out of the way somewhere. So let's try to figure out somewhere where we can shove these wires out of the way where they won't rub. Man, this winch wasn't supposed to show up for a month. And I was kind of shocked that it showed up right away. It's kind of nice. Gave me something to do on this unfortunately unpaid day off, but I'll survive. We're all going to survive, right? Hopefully in a few months it'll be work back to normal. We'll all be busy making tons of money and able to actually go out and play with our toys, because right now the parks are all closed. Alright, that should be decent enough. Still got my little leads I made for my blinker. It doesn't have a running light anymore. The halos on my lights are my running lights now. And then I think that's how I set it up. And then it alternates with the blinker, if I remember right. Alright. Oh, I did it. Not supposed to say alright, because that's like my catchphrase. It's like all I say every time I hit play. The first thing that comes out of my mouth. Alright. Alright. Alrighty, right. So, let's try to get this power cable. I swear I spend more time setting up these lights than I do actually doing any kind of work. If I route this down and around, something like that. Over to here is where I had it before. And that should work. Find my wrench that I think I actually put away. Nope, it's on the ground. Used it for the winch. Let me get this tightened down. Yeah, if you guys got any pointers on videos you'd like to see, or how I can improve my style of videos. Try to do informative videos for the most part, but I'm always open to other stuff, or what you'd like to see, or how you'd like to see it done. Equipment you think I should try, if the lighting's good enough. Trying out a new headset with the microphone right there next to me. That way I have better audio, I certainly hope. Let's see, what do I do with this power wire? Did I have it gone this way before? I think I did. Alright. I guess I wasn't watching close enough and the battery died on me, so not sure where we got, but we got the power cord left to go. And I got my own shut off for the winch, because after it nearly caught on fire, I'm playing it paranoid now. Ah, well, there's another issue. Doesn't fit on my terminal. So, trying to pull out the file. Alright, I don't know if you can tell, I didn't take much off, but just enough to get the squish on in, put on my lock washer, and the bolt. I highly recommend these little shut-off valves. They're super nice to have, because you never know when you're going to go in too much water and short something out, and what do? You unhook the battery, Well, that's going to be a total pain while everything's smoking and on fire. All right. Call that good. Now I just got to figure out what I want to do with my power wire. I'm thinking just go like that, maybe? Seems good enough. That just kind of floats somewhere in this area. Yeah, there we go. I'm happy with that. Alright, so maybe change this out before you put the new bumper on. Put the bumper on and the winch on. At least I don't have the cable on yet, or the rope, so I can reach my arm behind it. There goes my arch nemesis, the light. If you already have a fair lead on for rope, you don't have to change it. I'm changing this purely because I want it to look nicer, even though everything else on the Jeep's not the nicest looking. Let's get this thing tightened down. Nothing fancy, just good and tight. Suck it down, hold it in place. All right, looks pretty good. Got the rope. I'm just going to feed it on by hand, and then afterwards you should run your line out down to the last 5 strands or so, 5 wraps with the tree, and use that as your retention force. You need to have tension on it, otherwise the rope will slip between other parts of the rope when it's spooled up and knot up your rope. I need to grab an Allen real quick. So this bolt goes in the side and it holds the end of your line. This bolt is not made to hold the line to the winch other than for you to get it started. The wraps around your drum is what actually holds it in place. It's going to go this way, and then it's going to spool this way. So you need to get it started and then twisted so it's spooling in the right direction. And then snug down this screw. The screw's only here so you can start the line. That's its only job. Grab the remote. Wow, this thing has a very heavy duty cord that's very stiff. Is it magnetized? Oh, that's a bummer. The old one was magnetized. I guess when you get the trade-off of it not having a cord anymore, because this one can operate cordless, you don't get the magnet side of it anymore. Gonna flip my on switch for the power to the winch. No sparks. Well, that's good. I show power. And then basically I'm just going to feed this guy in by hand. I'm pretty confident my battery's not going dead. And I'm going to put it on the battery tender afterwards to get it charged back up. But I didn't want to have the vehicle running because it would pretty much drown out all the sounds. I'm holding some tension on this, just trying to get some nice wraps on it. Alright, I try to move angles. This is just hand tight just to get it on the rail. This does not count for being winch ready. Well, I don't know where the memory card ran out, but it didn't beep at me or nothing. So we're almost done though. I'm just going to finish putting this guy in. Let's see. Let's give this guy a shot. See how responsive it is. So turn this switch on. Turn this on to wireless. Hit the button. Yeah, that is definitely delayed. Let's see. Can you guys see that? Watch. Yeah. That's something to watch out for. That is not precise at all. I don't know how it charges. Wonder if I leave it hooked up, it'll charge it up. I'm going to leave it plugged in overnight. I got it on my battery tender, so I'm not worried about it draining my battery. The wire light came in, so it must be charging. What's the last thing to do? We could put my grill back on. Actually, I'm going to leave the grill off and end the video there because I got to rewire my light. And I'd rather not have the grill in the way, but we can pretend. There you go. I'm going to put my thimble back on the end because I don't like this massive hook, but this thing is freaking gigantic. And yeah, it looks pretty good. Let's come over here and take a look at it. All right. Here's the remote. Come over here. Sorry, it's so dark. Over here, we've got a switch that turns it on for wireless mode. And then you come over here and you hit the button when you're not plugged in. Let's see. We'll unplug it. There we go. And then the wireless light comes on. Then hit the button again. Shuts off the remote. And we can shut off the just the activation switch. The spool doesn't look terrible, but that's okay. I gotta run it out, anchor to a tree, and actually put it back in under pressure. Then my wire will go back over there somehow, something like that. I like the box sitting to the side. That way your wire doesn't, or your rope doesn't rub on it. Here's some more light, guys. So I like when the box is sitting over to the side. That way you don't have to worry about your rope rubbing on it at all. This button for the free spool is super light. My other one was quite a click, but it's been under mud several times. This new style plug cover is awesome. Has ridges, and it should keep this super dry inside for the plug. Oh, and I think that's going to do it.